Happy Saturday, everybody. My name is Markeisha Walker, and I'm a part of the Winner Circle. And I'm posting this to give you my experience so far with the Academy training through the Hollywood Winner Circle. A little bit of backstory about myself. I am an actress, dancer, and martial artist, and I've been working professionally in the industry for about 10 years. Through those 10 years, I have booked some pretty substantial gigs, like American Idol, a couple of movies, but it was mainly through dancing and martial arts. And also through those 10 years, I feel like I learned a lot of those things and got on that path through a lot of trial and error that could have been avoided if I had just some guidance. Somebody like pull me to the side and say like, hey, I see what you're doing, but you're doing it wrong. Try this way. And unfortunately, I felt like it just led to my discouragement with in myself, with the craft, and my place in the industry, and a lot of financial debt for myself, which I'm still trying to climb out. So I guess I want to explain like how I was, like a couple of things that I'm picking up so far because I think I'm about 75% within the training. What I'm picking up, a few things that I notice so far within the training compared to what I was doing before the training. So let me think. I'll do three things. Three things are from the first module. Lindy lists the specific classes that you need to take from an LA market. And yes, I said LA market because you do have to market yourself, and acting is a business. The second thing is how to set up your resume, which I did have a decent resume set up, but I was missing a few things. And the third thing was how to present yourself in an audition. Before I did the Academy training, like I said, I did everything through a lot of trial and error. I was a professional class taker. I took your technique classes, I took improv classes, I didn't take that many audition classes, unfortunately, which was to my detriment when it came to me being in an audition room. But I was really good at taking classes, but I really wasn't really booking any jobs. And what I realized was it is good to practice your craft. It is good you should always be in a class. You should always be working on your craft. But like I said, when I was taking these classes, for one, it's kind of reiterated, well, for me, I'm not sure with other people, the experience that other people had, but it was kind of always reiterated that, like, take your craft, work on your craft, your craft, your craft, your craft. Excuse me. Once you get your craft, that's all you need. You get your craft and you go take your headshots, and then you just go out there and audition, and everything will fall into place, and in a few years you'll be booking this stuff, and that's it. But that's obviously not how it worked out for me. And I saw that wasn't happening, which led to the discouragement part, which led to me taking other classes, which led to me spending a lot of money because I was taking all I guess what I'll say is the wrong classes for what I was trying to do. And so the difference is, for example, I was taking very craft-based classes. I was taking technique classes, like I said before, and improv classes, but I didn't take audition classes maybe for like 4 years. And you need to be book an audition to be able to get the job. And I would go to auditions feeling like I would get it, and then when I would go, I would like bomb all the time. And I would just try to go applying whatever I learned in all those scene study classes and everything. And some people may be great at it, but I'm not one of those people. Like, I need like whatever technique, and I need to practice it. And it just never failed. And then somebody told me like, hey, I'm going to this audition technique class and I need to do this. So I finally started taking like audition technique classes. Um, and then I was like, oh my God, this is a whole like thing. This is like a whole thing. Like auditioning is totally different than doing your scene study class. And I feel like had I had the academy training, that's the first thing she kind of tells you to do. You need to take a variety of classes that are specific to the Los Angeles market. I didn't know anything about cold reading or anything like that. And so she tells you to take, I think there's like a scene study class, maybe a cold reading, maybe audition, some improv, voice or something. And yeah, it's really important to take a variety of classes. Another thing that stood out for me that she mentioned was headshots. Oh, let me go back to resume, because resume was the second thing I mentioned. Resume. So I do have a few credits on my resume, but a lot I've just realized actually after I did the training last week and I changed my resume up, that even though I had these credits, I think I was listing a few things wrong. I think I had like supporting on my television credits, so a couple of TV like new media things that I did, and yeah, I just had it listed wrong. And it was really awesome that she like put it together and explained the difference between like recurring, co-star, lead, supporting, and what do they call it, heading that it actually goes under, because I was still a little like clueless onto that, you know. And the third thing was headshots. So headshots is a really big thing, and it definitely was a big thing for me because I didn't really realize until I did the academy training last week that I've been doing my headshots all wrong. Oh my God. I have had a few headshot sessions, and when I think about, though I feel like I've gotten better with taking headshots, I still have been doing them all wrong. I went from, when I think about from my first headshot session to my last headshot session, which was like about a couple of years ago. Yeah, it really makes me sad how much money I wasted doing it. So let me just say, my first headshot sessions, I didn't know anything about type. Like I had a really great photographer. I always made sure to get great photographers that were referred to from my teacher, but I was like totally clueless to like my type. Like I think I was like, oh, I'm a girl next door, but not like, I was very basic about it. And one of the things I realized from listening to the academy training is specificity. Specificity is in your acting class, they always talk about specificity, but you never really think about, at least me, I don't think about being specific with how to approach my headshots. And like I remember my first headshots, I like had like 3 or 4 types, like, oh, I'm girl next door, I'm professional, I'm this, but that was the extent to what it was. That was it. And then I even had an experience where I went to a really great youth photographer, but the youth photographer, even though she was great, it wasn't really appropriate. Like the pictures didn't come out age appropriate for my age, which was another amount, like $600 wasted. And then a couple of other headshots, when I really started to get through it and like learn the type and what I wanted, I still never really realized until like I watched the video last week that yeah, you you have to get your type, then obviously pick your outfits for your type, but also practice with a friend and practice doing lines and practice exuding your individual self as that specific character. I hope I'm saying it right, where you guys can understand me. And that's how you get a variety of looks from like your 500 pictures, where they're like not all like maybe 3 types of smiles or 1 type of serious look, with just only like 5 with 5 different costumes. And when I look at, after I took a look at all of my headshots, that's basically what they ended up being. They ended up being a few different looks with maybe like 4 or 5 different smiles. Though they do look nice and they do like help me book some a bit, but man, it just really hurt my feelings how much money I spent not like being very specific on how I wanted to portray myself as a character. And it really made me feel like, how, man, I'm really unprofessional. Not on purpose, like you don't know what you don't know, so you know. So I'm very long-winded. I just hope that can help you, because I've been in the industry for a while, and yeah, I'm just really enjoying this academy training. Obviously, oh my god, I'm over 10 minutes into this video, but I just wanted to let you know my experience on, even though I've been in the industry for a while, I am still picking up a lot of great things from this academy training that is really eye-opening. And yeah, I could go on and on if you guys want me to, but I'm really enjoying it. I like that it's very structured. It's very easy to follow, and just listen to it, and I know that it will really guide you in the right direction, so you guys won't do like me and be 10 years into the game. And I will admit, there was some laziness going on, and you can't be lazy. You really have to go on into it, so you guys can be successful actors and have a long career. So I hope this helps some. Sorry it's so long. Yeah, if you have any questions, yeah, feel free to ask me as far as my experience goes, and hope you guys enjoy. Bye.